After spending a year in Sri Lanka, I've discovered the vibrant flavours of its cuisine and its deep connection to the land, history and community. Each dish tells a story, and living amongst locals, attending traditional festivals and sharing meals with families has enriched my appreciation of the culinary art. This immense experience has allowed me not just to learn about the food itself, but about the cultural significance behind each meal. I hope my experience can be passed on to you. Please enjoy. Food lovers will find paradise in Sri Lanka, where every dish tells a story of heritage and culture. Every meal is an adventure of the senses. But what truly elevates Sri Lanka above other countries is the warmth and the hospitality of the Sri Lankan people. Today, we're going to be making a chicken black curry. I just want to show you some regular or common spices for Sri Lankan cooking. So let's take a look at the top there. We've got some crushed chili, turmeric, chili powder, Gorika. Gorika is a dried fruit, a little bit like Taramind. That's used as a souring kind of agent. Good for chicken and meat, and especially for fish. Goes in lots of curries. Cloves, mustard seeds, fenugreek or methi seeds, cinnamon. Of course, cinnamon in Sri Lanka is grown here. It's absolutely wonderful. Rampa or Pandam leaves, curry leaves, and then curry powders. Very common. You get a light and a roasted. The roasted kind of goes in a little bit near the end usually. It's got a lovely, wonderful, just roasted flavour to it. And the common one there is the kind of base. But yeah, these are kind of not all the spices used in Sri Lanka, but very, very common. The most kind of common ones, I would say. Okay, so we're going to get started with this dish by seasoning our chicken. I've got a 1 kg chicken, that's 2.2 pounds. We're going to add 1 teaspoon each of salt, black pepper powder and chili powder. We're also going to add roasted curry powder. Roasted curry powder is very, very popular. We're going to put in 5 teaspoons of that. To that, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of Gorika or Taramind. This is a kind of souring agent. Gorika is very popular in Sri Lanka. Simply what we're going to do is you can give that a mix, or in my case a little shake, and then we're going to pop that in the refrigerator, for about 30 minutes. So let's take a look at some other ingredients. So we're going to need 1 teaspoon of black mustard seeds, fenugreek and cumin, along with a little bit of cinnamon. Pandam leaves and curry leaves are a real essential. I'm going to take 1 head of garlic, I'm going to peel that and get a roughly about the same size of ginger, and I'm just going to give that a little pounding. We're going to need fresh chili to taste. You can slit them down the center. 1 cup of onion and 1 cup of tomato. Okay, let's get to the cooker. So in my pan, I've got oil. I'm using coconut oil. Coconut oil is pretty much used in everything in Sri Lanka, about 3 tablespoons. We're on a high heat. To that, what we're gonna do once the oil is hot, I'm gonna drop in all of our lovely whole spices. I'm gonna give them a spin and let them kind of, do their thing in that oil. They're really gonna infuse the oil, give it a beautiful, beautiful flavor. Next up, we'll be dropping in the Pandam leaves, also known as Rampa, and the curry leaves. Again, both of these ingredients are super, super essential. Let's drop in the cup of onion. We're going to get our ginger and our garlic in there. And on this high heat, we're going to spin that around maybe for about 3 to 4 minutes, just so that the onions soften. We're going to drop in that fresh tomato. And again, 3 to 4 minutes until the tomatoes soften this time. It's coming together beautifully. Now it's time for our chicken. Like I say, I've used a whole 1 kg chicken, which is 2.2 pound. Seasoned it as you saw. We're going to drop that all in now, but you can use just, drumsticks if you want, or thigh, entirely up to you. So in goes all of our chicken. And then what I'm going to do, stay in on this high heat. We're going to spin it around again for around 5 to 6 minutes. We're going to drop in our fresh chili, and then I'm going to be adding cold water, 500 ml of cold water I'm using, or enough to just kind of cover it. Again, we're staying on this high heat. We're going to cook this now for about 15 to 20 minutes. What we want to do here is actually reduce down the water so it thickens and kind of becomes fairly dry. Not too dry, but fairly dry. We're going to check it for salt right now. Add as little or as much as you like, of course. And then we're going to reduce it down, and then this is done. It's absolutely delicious. And that's it, delicious. You can have this with rice or with some sort of bread, entirely up to you. Really fabulous, fabulous. And there you have it. You've got a fantastic black spicy chicken. It's deep and it's delicious.